Have you ever felt it? That quiet pull in your chest, as if some hidden truth is just out of reach? Like you're teetering on the edge of a revelation, but the noise of everyday life keeps drowning it out. What they don't want you to know is this: transformation doesn't roar, it whispers. It's not about bold leaps or grand gestures. No, the truth is far more subtle, almost invisible. Imagine if the power to change everything in your life rested in the smallest, most overlooked actions. Yes, those tiny choices you've dismissed as meaningless. Surprised? You should be, because this is where everything begins. You've been told to dream big, hustle harder, and give it your all. But what if that's the very thing keeping you trapped? The universe doesn't answer chaos or desperation. It responds to clarity, to quiet and deliberate intention. And here's the twist: intention doesn't have to be massive to be powerful. It thrives in the micro, in the moments you've been overlooking. Imagine a drop of water falling consistently. Over time, it carves through stone. That's the power of small, focused actions. It's not magic, or maybe it is, because when you engage with this forgotten energy, the rules of your world don't just change, they unravel and reform around you. But here's the truth no one told you. The sign you've been waiting for won't appear with fanfare. It's already here, woven into the tiny, everyday decisions you've been brushing aside. The smallest steps, those you've ignored, are the ones that unlock the doors you've been waiting to walk through. The question isn't whether you're ready for change. It's whether you're willing to see the extraordinary power hidden in the smallest details. The most profound changes in life often begin unnoticed, like a single drop of water that eventually carves through stone. Each small action you take, even those that seem insignificant, sends ripples through the unseen layers of the universe. Beneath the surface of these tiny decisions, forces awaken, quietly yet powerfully shaping your reality. Imagine planting a seed. It's unassuming, almost forgettable, but beneath the soil, an entire world comes to life. Roots stretch, energy gathers, and potential takes form. In the same way, your smallest choices are not just moments. They are the blueprint for your dreams, building a reality far greater than you can yet see. Think about the choices you make every day: sending a kind text, taking 5 minutes to breathe deeply, writing down a single focused goal in your journal. These aren't just trivial acts, they're whispers to the universe, a quiet yet powerful way of saying, "I'm ready." Picture this: you want financial freedom, but instead of waiting for some miraculous windfall, you start by saving $1 a day. It seems small, right? But to the universe, it's a bold declaration. That dollar becomes a symbol of your intention, and intention is where magic begins. These micro actions may not seem like much, but they're the sparks that ignite something far greater. Here's the thing: most people miss this completely. They chase after big, dramatic changes, exhausting themselves in the process, only to feel stuck and defeated. But the ancient mystics knew better. They understood that universal laws don't respond to size. They respond to energy, focus, and belief. Each small step you take carries immense power when it's charged with clarity and intention. Everything in nature moves in cycles. The tides rise and fall, seasons shift, and even the beating of your heart follows an ancient rhythm. This isn't random, it's the natural flow of the universe, and you're a part of it. When your actions align with this rhythm, life doesn't just feel easier. Manifestation itself becomes effortless. Ignore it, and you'll feel like you're swimming upstream, fighting against forces greater than yourself. But align with it, even in the smallest ways, and you unlock a limitless source of energy, tapping into a flow that feels almost magical. Imagine this: you light a single candle in a pitch-black room. That tiny flame transforms the space, cutting through the darkness, creating clarity where there was once chaos. This is how micro-actions work. Each small, deliberate step, whether it's a morning gratitude practice, taking 5 minutes to organize your space, or even just pausing to breathe deeply, becomes a signal. It says to the universe, "I'm ready." And trust me, the universe always responds. These small gestures might seem trivial, but they're powerful acts of alignment that can bring clarity and synchronicity into your life in ways you never expected. Living in rhythm takes practice. It's not about rushing or forcing things. It's about presence, patience, and trust. Think of a musician playing a song. They don't rush through the notes or force the melody. They follow the tempo, letting the music flow naturally. Your life is no different. Instead of asking, "Am I doing enough?" ask, "Am I moving in harmony with my truth?" When you honor this rhythm, unexpected doors open. You might notice synchronicities, a helpful encounter, the perfect opportunity, or a sudden burst of inspiration. These aren't accidents. They're proof that you're aligned with the sacred rhythm of the universe. The beauty of this rhythm is that it doesn't demand perfection. You don't have to get it right every time. You just have to keep tuning in. Think of nature. It's not always orderly or predictable, yet it thrives in its cycles. Similarly, your small steps don't have to be flawless. They just need to be intentional. Take a moment today to reflect. What's one small action you can take to reconnect with this rhythm? Maybe it's as simple as stepping outside and feeling the sun on your skin, or writing down a single goal for the day. But true alchemy isn't about grand transformations or dramatic moments of change. It's about infusing the ordinary with intention, turning the mundane into magic. Every routine, no matter how simple, holds the potential to become something extraordinary. Washing your hands becomes a cleansing ritual, a way to energetically reset. Making your bed transforms into a grounding act, a signal to the universe that you are aligned and ready to receive. These small, deliberate actions are often overlooked, but they are the building blocks of a more intentional life. Throughout your day, there are countless opportunities to create magic, yet most of them go unnoticed. Consider this. Pausing to breathe deeply before entering a meeting can shift your energy entirely. Writing a gratitude list before bed isn't just a habit. It's a powerful spell that amplifies your vibration. These actions are like planting seeds in the fertile soil of the universe. Some sprout quickly, offering immediate results, while others require patience and nurturing. But make no mistake, each one contributes to the garden of your reality. Let's take something as simple as sipping your morning coffee. Most of us rush through it without a second thought. But what if you slowed down? Feel the warmth of the cup, breathe in the rich aroma, and set a silent intention for your day. Suddenly, this ordinary act becomes a sacred moment of connection, a ritual that aligns you with your goals and desires. You're not just drinking coffee, you're actively creating your reality, one mindful moment at a time. The question isn't whether your daily routines can become extraordinary rituals. They already can. The real question is whether you're willing to look for the magic that's hiding in plain sight. So, what's one small, ordinary act you can transform today? Perhaps it's the way you tie your shoes or the way you fold your clothes. These moments may seem insignificant, but with intention, they become potent rituals and powerful tools to reshape your world. The present moment is not just a fleeting instant in time, it's a gateway to infinite potential. Each second holds a vast array of possibilities waiting for you to shape them. When you fully immerse yourself in the now, you tap into this power, transforming ordinary actions into the foundation of extraordinary outcomes. Every choice, no matter how small, is charged with energy and intention, capable of creating ripples across dimensions and shaping the trajectory of your future. Think of an artist standing before a blank canvas. Each stroke of their brush is tiny, almost insignificant on its own. But as each mark builds upon the last, a masterpiece begins to emerge. This is your life. Each small, intentional decision you make today is another stroke, adding depth and beauty to the bigger picture. However, you cannot create if your focus remains trapped in the past or anxiously fixated on the future. The magic, the real transformation, only happens when you fully commit to the present. Yet, let's acknowledge a truth that many overlook. Living in the moment is not always easy. The mind is a restless wanderer, often dragging you into endless loops of what-ifs and what-could-have-beens. That's where the practice of micro-creation comes into play. By grounding yourself with small, purposeful actions, you create anchors that keep you steady amidst the chaos. For instance, pausing to take a deep breath before a conversation or setting a brief intention before tackling a task can realign your energy with the present, ensuring your actions carry more weight and clarity. The power of now lies in its accessibility. It doesn't demand perfection, grandeur, or exhaustive effort, only your willingness to engage fully. So here's a question for you. What small, deliberate action can you take right now to root yourself in this moment? Whether it's writing a single word in your journal, stepping outside to feel the breeze, or simply noticing the rhythm of your breath, remember this: the present moment is a portal. Every action you take sends vibrations into the energetic field, creating ripples that stretch far beyond what you can see. These ripples don't just fade into the void. The universe amplifies them and sends them back to you. It's like tossing a pebble into a pond. The initial splash may seem small, but the ripples travel outward, touching unseen shores and creating waves of possibility. This is how the feedback loop of creation works. The energy you send out returns, often in ways that are more profound than you imagined. Imagine finally sending that email you've been putting off. It seems like a trivial task, doesn't it? But then, unexpectedly, the reply you receive sets off a chain of events, an opportunity, a connection, a breakthrough. This is no coincidence. The universe mirrors the effort you put into action, and the more intentional that effort is, the stronger the response. That's why focus and clarity are essential. They're not just tools for organization, they're the language through which the universe understands your desires. So how do you begin this process? It's simpler than you think. Start with one small, deliberate act. Clean your workspace with the intention of creating mental clarity. Make that call you've been avoiding with a focus on fostering connection. These micro actions might feel insignificant, but they set powerful forces into motion. The key is to pay attention, to notice how the universe responds. Synchronicities, opportunities, even chance encounters are all signs that the energy you've sent out is coming back to you. The beauty of this process lies in its consistency. The universe isn't looking for grand gestures, it's listening to the steady rhythm of your actions. The question isn't whether the universe will respond. It always does. The real question is, are you present enough to notice? Each small step you take is a declaration, a whisper to the cosmos, I'm ready. Patterns in life often feel too precise, too aligned, to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Seeing 11:11 on the clock, receiving a call at the perfect moment, or hearing a song that answers a question lingering in your heart, these are not random occurrences. They are messages. When you step into micro-creation, the universe begins to respond. It speaks in whispers and nudges, gently guiding you toward the path you were always meant to walk. But these messages aren't obvious. The universe doesn't shout, it speaks softly, weaving its guidance into the fabric of your everyday life. You might hear it in a stray comment from a stranger, a pattern that repeats in unexpected ways, or even a sudden spark of intuition. At first, these signs may feel cryptic, like learning a language you've never encountered before. But the more you tune in, the more present and open you become, the clearer they grow. It's as though the universe is teaching you to listen. To sharpen this awareness, begin documenting these moments. Keep a journal and write down every synchronicity, every coincidence, no matter how small. Over time, you'll notice patterns emerging, threads connecting the dots of your experiences in ways that reveal the universe's subtle hand in your life. These records are not just a log of events, they're a map, showing you how energy aligns with your intentions. The signs are always there, but the real challenge lies in noticing them. Are you present enough to hear the universe's whispers? Are you willing to trust that these subtle messages are your guideposts, confirming that you're in sync with the flow of creation? Because here's the truth: the universe is always speaking to you. And the transformation doesn't come from a sudden lightning strike. It unfolds through a series of subtle, deliberate actions. It's a slow burn, not a dramatic eruption, and it requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to embrace the unseen process. The masters of manifestation understood this deeply. They knew that the greatest shifts happen not in a single triumphant moment, but in the quiet, consistent choices that shape your reality over time. The kind of work only you can see. Think of a sculptor working tirelessly on a block of marble. Each chisel mark is small, almost imperceptible to the casual observer. But over days, weeks, and months, those tiny cuts reveal a breathtaking masterpiece. Life operates the same way. Every decision you make, whether it's choosing kindness over anger or perseverance over giving up, contributes to your transformation. These small choices accumulate, and while the results might not be immediate, they are undeniable over time. Transformation, after all, is about trusting the process, even when you can't yet see the results. This quiet mastery is the foundation of micro-creation. Consider starting with one intentional act today. It doesn't need to be grand or complicated. Even the smallest step can have profound effects. Maybe you decide to spend 5 minutes meditating, you write a single sentence in a journal, or simply choose gratitude in a moment of frustration. These tiny gestures may feel insignificant, but they send a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to grow, evolve, and manifest your deepest desires. Here's the truth. The path to transformation isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. It's about showing up daily with purpose and trusting that each step, no matter how small, is enough. Ask yourself, are you willing to begin? What if, starting today, you embrace the idea that change doesn't have to feel overwhelming? What if you decided to take just one small step right now? Maybe it's writing down a single goal. Maybe it's choosing gratitude over complaint, or stillness over distraction. These are not minor acts. They are catalysts, sparks that ignite a chain reaction of energy and intention. And the beauty of micro-creation is this: once you start, the universe starts too. It meets you where you are, amplifying your efforts in ways you never saw coming. But let's not sugarcoat it. This path isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about trusting that the smallest shifts can lead to the greatest transformations. So ask yourself, what's one thing, just one thing, you can do right now to align with the life you desire? The signs are already there, waiting for you to notice. Will you ignore them, or will you take that first step and unlock the doorway to your higher reality? Because here's the truth. The life you want isn't waiting for someday. It's waiting for you to begin, right here, right now.